Just wanted to do a quick video on MasterCard and Visa. Something really interesting to know, being that I've traveled through different parts of Asia several times. MasterCard and Visa in the United States are usually listed under the same logo, and people, especially in the United States, assume that MasterCard and Visa are the same thing. Well, I want to let you know that when you go to Asia, they're definitely not the same thing. They're very different, and you may go places with a Visa card, which tends to be more common in the United States, and not have them accept it because they only accept MasterCard. I found this out when I traveled to Singapore for the first time a couple of years ago. And I was surprised because I saw the sign on the door that said MasterCard. It showed the MasterCard logo, and I just assumed that they didn't have the Visa logo because I assumed that they would accept both. And sure enough, they strictly accept MasterCard in a lot of places. So if you're traveling and you have a Visa card, don't assume that it's going to be accepted in Asia, because in Singapore, I know for a fact, and somebody else I spoke to who was from the Philippines said that it's the same thing over there. A lot of Southeast Asia is more common to have MasterCard, and they are separate entities in spite of what people think in being in the United States, where they just sort of overlap each other. They're definitely separate entities. And if you're traveling to Asia, it's best to find out about that, and also to bring a certain amount of cash with you, or at least have access to get cash if necessary. Also, American Express is accepted at more upscale hotels and in upscale restaurants, but if you go to a lot of supermarkets, or if you go to a lot of regular markets throughout town, don't be surprised to have them not accept American Express, because that's not as widely accepted as you might think. The other card that a lot of people use in the United States is Discover, which in the United States is commonly accepted in many places. I can tell you for sure that when you travel even to Europe, and especially to a lot of places in Asia, they don't even know what Discover card is. When you take it out, they look at you like you have 10 heads. So keep that in mind before you go places. Discover card, I did notice when I was in Tokyo that they accepted it, and I understand that in some places in China it's more common, but in Southeast Asia I didn't see them accepting it. And even in a lot of places in Europe, when I was in Paris, they didn't even know what it was when I showed it to them. And when I went to use it in Amsterdam, there were a couple of places that accepted it, but not too many. So this is just a little video letting you know, as far as credit cards are concerned, to make sure that you find out what's accepted and what's not. I also suggest, if you have a variety of credit cards, it's definitely better than just having one, so that if one's not accepted, the other one is. But like I say, you want to bring a certain amount of cash with you, or I would suggest at least being in a position where you have access that you can draw cash if necessary. Anyway, that's my little video for tonight. I hope it's informative. If you have any questions further, I'd be glad to answer them for you, or do another video in more detail. Thank you.